Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do that highly requested waited for video using the products that I mentioned in my previous video. We're going to have the Morphe palette, it's the 350. We are going to use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Vanilla. And what else did I have? Oh, the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer and the e.l.f. Eyeliner, the felt tip eyeliner. So today is going to be a walkthrough tutorial using all of these products. So we're gonna first start with priming our face. I'm gonna do 2 squirts of that on my hand. And just going to put it all over my face. Guys, remember this primer was super sticky, which is good. That's what a primer is supposed to do. It's supposed to have your makeup stick to your face. So I like to let that sit on my skin for a few minutes before I put foundation on my face. So I'll usually then go in and prime my eyelids for my eyeshadow. I almost always use a concealer. To do that, I don't ever use like an actual eyelid primer, but right now I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape primer or under eye concealer. Just going to put that on the eyelids. I have a damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going to blend that all over my lids. And what this is going to do, guys, is it's going to give you a really good foundation to do your eyeshadow on. It's going to cover any discoloration or any veins showing through your eyelids. It's going to help your eyeshadow stick all day. Alright. I use 2 different beauty blenders. I use the pink one for any type of eye work that I'm doing, and then I use a black one for my foundation on my face. So we're going to go in with foundation. We are using the e.l.f. Like I said, it's called Flawless Finish Foundation, and I'm using the shade Vanilla. As you can tell, guys, I have a lot of discoloration on my face. My skin has always had discoloration. A lot of it is also probably sun damage. I'm an avid gardener, so I'm outside a lot all summer long. I try to wear sunscreen, but sometimes I just don't put that on. I should though. But so I always have to go in with foundation. And again, just using a damp beauty blender for this part. You don't ever want to rub, so that's going to leave streaks. It's going to not cover well enough. You just kind of want to pounce the product on your skin. And always get down your neck. Don't neglect the neck. So far, guys, this foundation is definitely full coverage. This is Flawless Finish. I can't remember what finish it actually was. Lightweight. It is not lightweight. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. Also, another thing that I do not do when I'm applying my foundation, I do not go all the way up into my under eyes. The majority of us, real people with real skin types, have fine lines and wrinkles under our eyes. It's very delicate skin, so it gets wrinkles very easily. So the less product that you use under your eyes, the better. Otherwise, all you're gonna do is accentuate those fine lines and those problem areas. Okay, so we're gonna do under eye concealer. And I do have dark circles under my eyes, so really that's the reason that I want to conceal. And then to even that out, I don't want it to just be like blam, bright under my eyes. I want it to even out a little bit on my forehead, on my chin, and a little bit on my cupid's bow as well. That was too much. Okay, I know, I look wild, crazy right now. It will get better. My pink damp beauty blender. And I'm just going to blend that out.
I make some crazy faces, guys, when I'm doing my makeup, so I apologize. Crazy faces.
I'm gonna blend these other areas out. Foundation is done. That's actually one of my least favorite parts of makeup is the foundation process. Alright, so I'm going to set my face and my under eye area. Right now I'm using the Bill Nye banana powder. I'm almost out, but this stuff is absolutely amazing. And it doesn't come with like a tray or anything to use it with, so I have like an empty, it's actually like a CoverGirl container, and I will usually just put a little bit in there. I'm using an angled brush, and like I've said, guys, the less product under your eyes, the better. Okay, so just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna set it. Again. And this is just gonna help all of that stay put all day long. I am going to, let's see, go in with, this is not something that I showed in my previous video, but I contour. I'm gonna use the Fenty contour in Mocha Match Stick. This. And what I like to do, guys, because this can be pretty harsh for an everyday wear, I like to get, I don't even know, oh, this is an e.l.f. brush, e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, and I will literally, well, let me switch hands, just get a little bit of the product on my brush and go directly in. So you want your contour to start right here for it to look natural. Let's start right here and come down. And then you blend up, guys. You want to blend up. You don't ever want to blend down. If you blend down, it's just going to drag your face down. So you always want to blend up. Circular motions. I'm going to go in again. I have my product on my brush, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I don't know if that's showing up very well on camera, but this is definitely one of my favorite cream contours. It just ends up looking very natural. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. And then I'm gonna go around my forehead. I really like to concentrate on this area more so than the top. I just think that ends up looking so beautiful. And I blend up into my hairline just so that it looks natural. And then I bring it down, okay, on my jaw. I don't like to use any additional product. I feel like what's left over on the brush usually is more than enough for my jaw area. Okay. I'm gonna go back in. I have an e.l.f. big powdered brush. I'm gonna take that Bill Nye powder and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Okay. And now I am going to use, I have a Makeup Geek Quad palette. And it's the Fair Lady one. So this comes with, let's see, this is the highlighter. This one is the contour shade, and both of these down here are blushes. I love, love, love this quad. I'm gonna go over my powder, my contour with the powder. Guys, don't be afraid to spend extra time blending your contour out. Otherwise it just looks like a strip of mud landed on your face. And don't forget to blend upwards. Alright guys, it is time for eyeshadow. So first we are going to go in with a transition shade, and I'm going to mix, let's see, the two of these together. Just gonna take a little bit of that one and a little bit of that one. And I'm gonna apply it directly to my crease, okay? Always hold your brush at the very end. Went directly into my crease, and then I'm gonna blend up and out. Up and out. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is just a really big fluffy brush. I don't have the name for it and I don't remember where I got it from, but it's just real fluffy. Big fluffy brush. Right, and then I am going to use, you know, I know these had names on them at some point and I probably just have used them so much that they've wiped off. This is just another shader brush. It's a little bit tapered. And I am going to go in to, let's see, what am I gonna do, guys? I'm gonna use this shade here. And I'm gonna stick that directly into my crease. On the outer edge though. keeping that lower than I did with the shade previously. I'm going to go back in again with that big fluffy brush and just blend that out. Otherwise it just looks really harsh up here, guys. We don't want any harshness. We want it to just look real smooth and flawless. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with a much denser brush. Yeah, guys, I have seriously, this is a Sigma brush and I've just used them so much that I've rubbed the name and the number clean off, but this is just a dense brush. And I'm now going to go into the shade here. And I'm going to put that all the way in on my lid. Starting most of the color on the outer V and then taking it in. And also concentrating it in my crease. Go back in with this blending brush, just blend that all out. Alright, this is a Morphe. The number of the brush has been wiped clean off, but this is a Morphe brush. It's a little bit fluffy, but it's very, very tapered and a little bit denser. So these are really good for like the outer V of your eye. So I am now going to go in, let's see. I'm gonna mix this shade and this shade. I'm gonna mix those two together. This is a very warm smoky eye, guys. Did not realize it was going to be this warm of a smoky eye, but here we go. And I'm blending inward. I really just want to get the color in this outer V, and then I'm going to go back in with a different brush to blend it out a little bit better. This is not the best blending brush. Going back in with this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. Go back in with the very first fluffy brush that I used and just again blend that upwards and out. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit more of the shade here just to blend that upper eyelid out a little bit better. It's looking pretty choppy, y'all. So I'm actually just gonna go straight in with my finger to the second shade here. And that's gonna go on the inner corner of my eyelid. Guys, I don't think there's anything better in this world to apply shimmers width than your finger. I don't know why, it's the only way I like to do shimmers. I just think it applies it really beautifully. I live for shimmers on the inner corner of my eye. It's one of my favorite looks to do. Alright, now I'm just gonna take this, I don't even know what you would call this, but it's a domed brush. And I'm gonna use this berry first. This is the lightest shade in the palette. Pick a little bit of that up and highlight my my brow bone. Alright guys, so I did my brows off camera. I'll do like a separate on its own video for that because brows can be a little bit tedious and time consuming. So we've got our upper eyes completely finished, so now it's time to do the bottom half. I am going to take, where did it go? A flat shader brush. Very flat, very dense brush. And I'm going to first go in with, let's do this color here. This is the darker color that we put on our outer lids. And I'm just gonna line the bottom lash. And we want to blend, just like we blend our top half of our eyes, we need to blend the bottom half as well. So I'm going to take, this is a Real Techniques brush. It's a very dense, smaller brush. And I'm going to take this shade here to blend that darker shadow out. And I'm connecting what I did on the top half of my eye with the bottom half and connecting that around. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner. This is CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus. It's just super, super black, super creamy. And I'm going to line the waterline of my eye. This is a step that I never ever miss. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Eyeliner. So I'm not gonna walk you through this. I will do a separate video literally that is just dealing with eyeliner, okay? I actually, guys, kind of like this thing. I typically use gel liner. It's just what I learned with, so it's what I've just always kind of used, but this just, you have a lot of control with it and it's super black. So I don't normally buy things like this because the tips just suck normally, so I'm really actually very impressed with this. And I would absolutely recommend this eyeliner for you guys. Very, very cool. I'm excited for that, and because it's cheap. Alright, So I'm gonna curl the lashes. And I am going to go in with Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's my favorite mascara. It has been for years. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with blush and a little bit of highlighter just to finish this look off. Alright, now I'm going to use, let's see, this highlighter here, and I always apply my highlighters with my damp beauty sponge. I just feel like it just makes it look really natural. It helps it sink into the skin a little bit better. So I've just put a little bit of product on my sponge, and then I'm just going to push it into the skin. It's very pretty. One of my favorite highlighters so far. Alright, now all we have left is lips. So I'm going to take this Essence Soft Contouring in the color Under My Skin. Under My Skin, guys. It's just a really pinky tone. I want to keep my lips looking a little bit more on the softer side just because this smoky eye is pretty harsh, or not harsh, it's just a bold smoky eye. So I want to keep my lips a little bit softer. Alright, and I think I'm going to go in with Ex-Girlfriend. This is from the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay collection. It's just a really soft pink tone color. Alright guys, that is it. The finished look using all the products from my previous video. Like I said, you get what you pay for with Morphe shadows. Some of their mattes are really choppy usually. But I love their shimmers, so I will always recommend Morphe shimmers. Also, I will probably be using this daily now. It's a really good price. I really liked the finish of it. I had a lot of control using it. It would be fantastic for beginners as well. The Jelly Pop Primer. So I did wear it yesterday, and I'm going to just be really honest with you guys. I feel like it broke up my foundation a lot, especially in my forehead area. You could just really see where my foundation was just breaking down, and it was noticeable. So I don't know, maybe it wasn't just the Jelly Pop, maybe it was also a combination of the e.l.f. foundation as well. Which, if that's so, This is not something that I would usually use on a daily basis. So if that is so, I typically use the Infallible L'Oreal foundation for a drugstore foundation. I will use this with this, and I will let you know if it is for sure the Jelly Pop primer. And if not, like I said, I'll let you know. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.